guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to your channel. There's your home for tech, toys, and talk. And of course, well, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for, well, a little bit of an unbox, a little bit of a mod. Now, you guys know I'm Ghostbuster. I have multiple Proton packs. I do have the forthcoming 2-in-a-box coming sometime this fall of 2024. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Also, well, not only do I have a 1-to-1 scale Proton pack based out of parts through Bennett Kent, which I highly recommend checking them out on Facebook and Etsy. They also have their own standalone website, so please go ahead and check them out. But if you happen to be an owner of a Haslab, the Spangler Proton pack from Haslab. Now, one of the drawbacks to the Haslab and one of the pluses to the Haslab Proton pack is this right here. Now they designed the Proton pack to basically be taken apart. What do I mean by that? Well, let me show you. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're actually at Hasbro Pulse's website. Okay, now they still list their past Haslabs, which are very cool. However, I'm pulling this up to show you guys some of the things that some people really aren't fully aware. If you don't have the Haslab Proton pack, there's a few things you might not be aware of, which can be a bonus and also a minus to some cosplayers. Okay, the great thing is, one, a Proton pack itself, if you do a scratch build, if you do, like I did, my 1-to-1 scale, not even counting the hours I spent, the parts alone, you're probably looking at close to $1,000, if not more, depending on where you're sourcing your parts. Okay. Now, we were able to get that for about a third of the price, maybe half the price. I mean, I've seen some people buy packs for $1,200. We got this for around $400. Now, one of the great things about this, especially if you're a cosplayer, let's say you're traveling, okay? Well, usually if you're taking a Proton pack, one, they're much, much heavier than the Haslab was, okay? The Haslab is a godsend. It's that sweet spot for cosplayers between a Spirit and a 1-to-1 scale Proton pack. Now, again, this is technically 1-to-1 scale. It is true. However, if you travel a lot, here's the great part. You got a duffel bag with your boots, your uniform, your belt, along with all your key fobs and various accessories. Here's the best part. Right here, okay, we got the ion arm. Now, the one that they show here, if you look at it really close, it gave it 2 indentations showing basically a cap head screw. We don't have that on this pack. Now, this was the prototype that they used to entice us all into buying it. Well, our Haslab did not actually have that. Kind of a letdown in a way. Now, here's mine. Here's the ion arm here. You can see that there is no stickers, but you can see kind of the outline of the plastic frame on the inside of it, right? Well, one of the great things about the Haslab was this. Let me go back to that. Okay, now you see that we have like the hose connectors. Well, this is more of a rubber connector right there, so that can pop right off. Same thing right here with the wire, the hose, the tube that goes to the cyclotron, that comes right off. These greebles right here that come out of the tubes right on the side, these come out. They detach from here as well. Even the transistor right here, this pops right off, and its elbow greeble comes right off there. The transistor on this side, and then the top one comes off. These hoses, they detach. This detaches as well, because this obviously connects into this rubbery transistor. They made it not only so that we could, modify it ourselves. They made it so that, hell, if you're worried about losing stuff, you could grab all the detachables, and guess what, guys? You could throw them in a gallon Ziploc bag. Okay, You could wrap them up in a separate bag and put it in your duffel. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about it being, losing a piece here and there. I've seen people at last year's Ghostbusters Day in New York City who had a lot of issues with parts falling off their packs. I made a few adjustments to mine where I'm not necessarily pulling them off. Okay. Um, there's the convenience that you can detach things and break them off. I shouldn't say break, but detach them off so that they're easy. And it's just easier to mod, for one. And two, you can keep things in a bag for storage and you don't have to worry about everything being lost, which is great. However, there was this. Like I said, the iron arm was a bit of, well, I don't want to say disappointment because there are alternatives out there. Boy, oh boy, are there alternatives out there. Okay, one of them is on Etsy. Actually, there's a few on Etsy. Now, I am not affiliated with any Etsy shops on Etsy at all. However, I came across Dragon Workshop right here. Okay, and I actually ordered this. If you notice, this is a 3D printed piece that shows you the indentation of what would replicate the cap screws that we normally would see on the ion arm. Okay, there's that. There's also Moby signs, which I'm a big fan of, and I buy his stuff all the time. He has a great shop if you're looking for decals, and plus, I actually have a previous video where I used a sticker set of his to upgrade the inside of my proton pack. I went with I actually have used these. These are little decal diffusers, so instead of seeing the LED lights like you normally would, you got a choice of whole plethora of various weathered diffusers to give it more of a realistic look. This was the sticker set that I previously used, and it definitely made a big difference. I will say this, please take your time applying the decals. Mine were not 100% perfect, but pretty close. Now, what's great about this is he has a set of cosmetic stickers for $15. Okay, it comes with a wraparound for the wand. For the barrel of the wand, so it gives that weathered afterlife look. I have it on mine. It looks bloody fantastic. He's got a decal diffuser for the power cell, which is very cool. He also has some decal stickers for the ribbon clamp. And also, there's a few holes, a few spots where screws go, but he's got little decal covers to cover that up. If you want more of a copper look, there's little copper wrap stickers that he has. He also has the sticker to go on the clip right here. And of course, these are just 2 stickers. That's all they are. These are just 2 stickers that he has. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got extras here. But those are all things you could do. He does give on this particular set. He also gives you a rectangular strip of caution tape, or the hazard tape right there. So there's a lot of stuff in his cosmetic sticker decal sets you can use, and I do highly recommend reaching out to either Moby Sign or the one that we're going to be talking about right now. Just go right back. Now, as I said, this is Dragon Workshop. I've never bought from them before. This is my first time purchasing. And what do you say? How about I shut up and we get right into it? So, what we're going to use for purposes of this, porpoise, isn't being funny. So, we're going to break out my. No, I got a different screwdriver we'll use. I was going to use my iFixit set, but we won't. We just need a basic Phillips head screwdriver. Now, what's cool about this is he gives you, not only does he wrap it nice, it came in a nice square sized box with plenty of room. So if this got banged around, we wouldn't have any issues. Okay. He even puts like a little bit of a stuffing inside here to protect it from being jumped around. Take a look at that. Now, obviously with this, he did, with his 3D print, he did do some rough kind of edges to it to make it look like some wear and tear. I love that. Now we can go a lot of different routes with this. We could actually paint this completely silver if we wanted to look all brand spanking new. We can do a little bit of weathering, either with the dry brush technique, or if you got like a silver sharpie, a little lightness, you can do that. I love the dry brushing. Some people will use the toothpaste technique. It's a thing. It is a thing out there. So not only does he give you everything that's going to look fantastic, he also gives you a little letter. Da-da-da-da. As it says, first, thank you for purchasing from my little Etsy page. It means more than words can properly express. Now that you've opened your box, you'll likely notice the little rectangular, thick felt inside. That was this. Felt inside the groove of your iron arm. Why is it there, you may ask? This is there to allow you to customize the tightness of the grip of the iron arm's rod. Every pack has a small degree of variation, as do the printed parts. And I felt, pun, pun intended, that this was the best solution for everyone's needs. Before you screw the front plate on, check the felt fit to do this. Put the iron arm in with the felt in the groove. So basically, when we open this up, he's suggesting putting this in here because it will also allow for this rod, which does kind of rotate. It kind of shifts a little bit. It's a little loose, not too loose, but a little bit. So there is that. So he's basically suggesting that this will help hold it in place, and I see nothing wrong with that. And that's awesome. Not only is he supplying us with, I shouldn't say supplying, I bought this with my own money. Uh, Not only does he provide this service, this item, but he takes it a step further. Like, hey, wait a minute, maybe if I put something in there that'll help create more of a stronger seal, everything will hold in there much nicer. So it's cool. If it feels snugly and the back plate does not extend past the trim of the front plate, success. If it is too much padding, cut the felt down and repeat until success. Unsuccessful fit on a I think you meant on the successful fit. Using a standard screwdriver, do not use a drill. Press the plate down and screw the two screws in until secure. Do not over tighten as it may damage the replacement plate. I hope you enjoy. Hope you have happy modding, and I think you'll love this addition to your pack. Even gives us a little drawing right there, a little image. So yeah, we're gonna get right on into this. Of course, with Hasbro, you kind of have to find the right kind of screwdriver because a lot of the screws the Hasbro had on the Haslab, complete and utter trash. I've had to buy replacement screws, and I still have a few extras. It is a thing, sadly. It is a thing, Hasbro. I wish you could have done better. I'm hoping you do better with the trap. Okay, so here we go. Now, if it feels like or looks like your screws are stripped, then what I suggest is pressing down with your screwdriver, you know, applying plenty of pressure into the screw itself so that it's catching. Okay, so there we go. And yes, I do highly recommend magnetic tips. This pops right off. This is what we're going to be reusing, the back of it, because this pegs onto the iron arm. And there we go. We have one perfectly bent iron rod. So we're going to set this aside. Now, if you notice, there's a little bit of weathering. And like I said, you could take a little bit of dry brushing. In little tutorial, dry brushing is a technique where you have some paint. You take a paintbrush. Let's say this is like a piece of cardboard or a little cap. You just have enough paint on the brush, enough for it to be wet, and you run it across your cardboard or old rag until you barely have any paint on the brush. And dry brushing is where it's almost dry and you just kind of like, depending on what kind of effect you're going to go, just lightly hitting the side of it. I mean, you can also achieve this with a marker. Again, just lightly kind of brushing it. Because, I mean, if you're making a prop, you got to think, okay, what parts are probably going to get dinged up and beat up a little bit? And that's pretty much this on the outer edge. So it all depends on your individual prop. Now, this will actually fit very much like this, but it doesn't feel like it's perfectly in there, and that's where our little bit of felt is going to come in. Throw that right in here. Okay. So that's the problem right there. So I have to move the felt around. No Family Guy jokes there, guys. No Family Guy jokes. So we have these two screw holes here and here. So we need those to not be blocked by this because that's what's kind of happening here. We have a little bit of a blocking going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to see if I can put this in the middle here so it will not obstruct the screws. I think that looks pretty. Let's see if we gotta get this in there just right. Again, no Family Guy jokes here, guys. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get this back into place. Remember, tighty righty, lefty loosey. I think we might have to trim the felt just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. I want me a costume too. Sorry. Whenever I feel like I'm slipping into an accent, I have to do my very bad Colin Farrell impersonation. Colin Farrell from Daredevil with Ben Affleck. Which I still can't believe they're going to have. Supposedly, Ben Affleck is going to be making an appearance in the Deadpool movie. As improbable as that sounds, I'm kind of looking forward to it. You guys already know what movie I'm looking forward to, though. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Come on, you guys already knew that. Come on. Hoping this other screw is gonna get it to hang tight. Otherwise, I may have to open it back up and. There we go. And it's still a little loose. So I'm going to have to play around with this, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we are back. And it still has a little give, but not as much as we had before. And take a look at it. Looks fantastic. Now, yes, I am going to be doing a little bit of weathering on here. I mean, come on. Who would I be if I didn't do some weathering? I love me some good weathering. Now, am I going to follow suit on here? Probably not. But who knows what we're going to do with this. Now, I'm going to throw up some pictures of my other pack and let you guys make a nice little comparison between my Ben and Kent and this right here. So let's go. So yeah, here's a picture of my Benekent's built, or should I say my Benekent kit that I built into my full-scale proton pack. I am going to be replacing this wand sometime in the near future. But as you can see here, I have the silver finish right here. This is basically a Ghostbusters 2 setup here. You can tell because I have the black I have a black knob here. Obviously, the ribbon cable is completely different than you see in Ghostbusters 1 and, of course, in Ghostbusters Afterlife. But this right here, I mean, as you can see, I have the full metal finish right there, and you can see the cap head screws. But with this, I think I'm just going to give it a little bit of some weathering love. And that'll be a separate, you guys will see that in a different video. But as you guys have seen lately, I've been doing a lot of upgrades, in my pack. I just replaced the ribbon cable. I'm actually going to throw a picture of that up. Okay, guys, shameless plug time. Of course, this is my Instagram page, Dave's Dimension. You can find me at Dave's Dimension. That is Dave's_Dimension on Instagram, where you can find out all the latest, greatest going on with the channel and in my life. Yes, the Ride for Roswell is back again. So if you guys want details, go to if you're on my Facebook, hit me up on Facebook, or you can go to my YouTube channel, of course. Community tab, find the latest and greatest information you can find about Team Dimension this year. Of course, Ride for Roswell is a cancer fundraising initiative that I'm a part of every year. For like the past, actually since the late 80s, Ride for Roswell has been an annual bike riding fundraiser, bringing awareness and also fundraising for Roswell Park Cancer Institute. So please check out my channel and you can see the latest and greatest we're doing with it. This year's Stream for the Cure is going to be happening on May 19th, 2024. It's going to be a 10-hour stream. Right now, it's a $10 donation, guarantees you to be entered in on all of our giveaways. We have a lot of prizes. Some prizes courtesy of Mr. B, some prizes courtesy of Captain Spaulding, and of course, my brother from another mother, Dre of the Collector Safe Space, and many, many more. So please stay tuned. And like I said, if you details, all you have to do is take a screenshot of your donation, message me at Dave's_Dimension with your Instagram screen name and your real name, and all you have to do is just donate directly to Ride for Roswell. Details will be in the video description below. So, speaking of which, like I said, I've been slowly doing some modifications to the inside of my Haslab. The decal set that I mentioned from Moby Signs, that's the gold you see right here. That's the silver you see on the top right here. You see more silver right here. Those are all part of his decal set. This is just one little picture here, guys. Oh, that's something else. So here is a side picture of my Haslab. Yes, I replaced the hose with a hazard stripe hose because yes, I got a thing for hazard stripe. Sue me. I did replace the side door with another mod courtesy of an Etsy store. I believe that might have been the Scoleri Brothers, but I got to double check. I think that was the Scoleri Brothers. I also got this muzzle, this barrel that we see in the trailer for Frozen Empire. So I've already done that. But what else have I done to my pack? Well, that's right. I also replaced. I did a little mod on the side of my wand now. So my wand seriously looks like it's from Frozen Empire. There's one or two things I still need to do on my pack to really take it to that extra level. Here you go. Yep. Right from the Scoleri Brothers right there. Now, I did hit this up. I did hit the barrel up with a little bit extra silver to add a little bit extra oomph. That's just my personal preference. But, here's one of my traps. Yes, I fully modded a trap. It's a thing I did. Hey, I'm a Ghostbuster. We are always tinkering with our tools. Got the tools, you get the talent. Speaking of which, that's right. I went with a traditional looking 1984/Frozen Empire ribbon cable here. Now, this is also a version of the ribbon cable you saw on Egon's Proton Pack used by Phoebe Spengler in the movie. Now, I did have a little bit of trouble. The decal I had on here on the clamp from Moby Sign did get damaged, so I'm going to be replacing that, or I may just paint that silver myself. It was a little bit easier said than done to go ahead and make that change, but it's so worth it. In the long run, does it look perfect? No, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing with props. If you're doing a prop, a character from a TV show or movie, guess what? It doesn't have to be perfect because it adds more reality to it. In the Ghostbusters community, we all don't dress up as Egon, Ray, Winston. We don't dress up as Venkman. We dress up as ourselves, right? That's the thing. And that's something that Archer, Sal, and Ramblin' Nerd have been learning on their own. They got themselves suited and booted. Uh, for New York City Comic Con this past fall, I missed them by one day. I've been suiting up for the past couple of years. This is actually this is going to be my 5th year as a Buffalo Ghostbuster, which I'm very proud of. I'm proud of being a part of that team. They do so much fundraising and they make such a big difference in the world that it's not funny. From the Toys for Tots fundraisers we do year round, to all the charity events that we do, to even Ghostbusters Day in New York City. If you want more information about that, go follow the Buffalo Ghostbusters on Facebook. You can follow them by looking up Buffalo G Busters, or just simply go to their Facebook or to their website, buffaloghostbusters.com. It has all the social links on our link tree right there. So please check them out. But I went ahead, and the clamp was not easy. You kind of have to pop it out like with a flat edge, like a good sturdy knife, or better yet, a little bit more safer, a flathead screwdriver. Pry it open. You can get that in there. Now, I did wind up using some hot glue to kind of hold it in place while I was putting it back on. The hot glue definitely came in handy. Using a little too much can be a little bit dangerous. But here's the results. Here's how my Proton pack currently looks without the ion arm, okay? Or with this, the ion rod right here, okay? So you can see there's the new ribbon right here. I have my stripe hose right there. You gotta. Now, I did actually do some hand painting on a few of the greebles so that they looked a little bit more accurate. I have my tape right here. It's something I kind of repeat on all my packs. It's kind of my signature. Other people do it, sure. But for me, this is kind of like something, if I have a pack, I kind of have to have that on. It's just a thing. Now, I did remove the fake rubbery copper wires that they had on there. And yes, I put real wiring on there. Now, I am going to have to take all this out when I make this a full Frozen Empire pack, and I will be doing that at some point. But what I did was now these little greebers, the little rubber caps right here, these are usually like a brass or copper color. So I actually painted those. I hand painted those, the ones down here, and I hand painted these just like I did with the ones up here. So I did a lot of hand painting myself. Now this right here, the clip right here, this is the stock clip. I just did a little bit of silver argent paint. You can get some acrylic silver argent. Like I get this, it's only like $1.59 or so at your local hobby shops, maybe even less, maybe a little bit more. But I have this, and I used that. I painted over the center portion right here to make it look like it was like a proper hose clamp, or a proper clamp like they use in the movie. Now, if you notice, some of it scratched away, but hey, that adds to the weathering look right there. It ties it together. Now, this is not 100% movie accurate, but it doesn't have to be, because this is not Egon Spangler's pack. This is Dave's Dimensions pack. And please excuse the empty box of cookies underneath the table. Hey, we all have some messiness right there. But yeah, this is where I'm at with it. Now, guys, I know this was a little bit of a long video because, well, the mod we went over wasn't that detailed of a project, really. It really wasn't. So there we are. We have this done. This feels nice and sturdy. This actually feels a little bit more sturdier. a little bit better than the smooth plastic of the cheaply molded Haslab. It really does, in my opinion. But there we are, guys. Now, should I paint this all silver? Should I just do a little bit of weathering, maybe a little bit of rust around the bolts? What do you guys think? I want to know your thoughts, guys. You tell me in the comment section below. What should I do? Should I just add a little bit of silver here and there? Should I paint this whole thing silver? Should I add some rusting around the cap head screws? Let me know in the comment section below. And guys, as always, if you like this video, please let me know in the comment section below. Give me that thumbs up. If you're not already following Dave's Dimension, please hit that red button, hit that bell for notifications. We have a lot of craziness happening later on this year. In May, we are doing the Stream for the Cure, which is a 10-hour open house stream. Anybody and their grandmother can come on, and if you're running your own charity group, you want to come on and promote it, the door is open. You have a YouTube channel, a Twitch, a Kick, whatever you have. You want to come on here, you want to promote it, it's going to be an open house for anyone and everyone to come through. We're going to be giving away prizes, but to be eligible for those prizes, you just have to donate $10 to Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute, and all you have to do to prove that is take a screenshot with your phone, your computer, take a picture of it, show me the completed donation, and also I do get notifications when donations come through. So all you have to do is send me that screenshot of the donation, send me your first and last name, your screen name, and your entry date on all the wheels. Right now we have 8 prize wheels that we're doing. 8 prize wheels, $10 gets you in on 8 wheels, and each of these items are easily $50 and above, if not more. So guys, it's going to be amazing, amazing stream. I hope you guys are going to be a part of raising money for Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Institute. Cancer is something that it affects us all. You've either had a family member, a friend, or someone who has a family member or friend who's been stricken with cancer. Cancer is not a one-way ticket. It's not a one-way door. You can come back from it. That's what Roswell Park's all about. They're about developing new treatments, new ways of battling cancer, detecting it even sooner in life, and trying to catch it while they still can. And they do. They have made massive strides in cancer research, and that's why I'm a part of it. My wife has been part of Roswell for, I think this is 9 or 10 for her. She's lost family members. I have family members. I have a family member right now who is going through cancer. And, thoughts and prayers that person comes through this. My own father hid cancer from us. My mother suffered from skin cancer for a number of years. It wasn't the cause of her passing, but it was something that affected her life physically and mentally for a long while. So cancer, it hits everybody. So please, guys, if you can, please consider donating to the Ride for Roswell, to Roswell Park. If you can't, I completely understand it. Times are tough, but if you can at least share the information out with other people, that's all I can ask for, you guys. But guys, that's it. That's it for Dave's Dimension this video. It's kind of all over the place, but hey, that's who I am. It's what I do, guys. But again, if you like this video, give it that thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you want to put me in my place, guys, do it right there in the comment section. Or you can even message me on Instagram at Daves_Dimension, or email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. I am also still looking for co-hosts for Stream for the Cure. So if anyone wants to come on and co-host with me, please feel free to do so. And guys, until next time, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting. And I'm always going to catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.